sada je na redu prezentacija voditelja podružnice najstarije njemačke rafinerije plemenitih metala MLE Mülle, Janika Turnera, pod nazivom Kvaliteta, povjerenje i sigurnost, uloga rafinerija na tržištu zlata. Janik, what is yours?
Thank you, Tomislav. Thank you, Sky Media. Thank you, Sasha, for having me. It's been a great pleasure over the years. Today is the third time I am invited and hoping for many more to come. I would like to make my presentation very basic. I will talk about refineries, about their role, which they are playing in this whole field. We are long established, and I would like to explain the journey based on our company history of Heimele and Meule. So what's our crucial role in this? Basically, the biggest task, or our main task as a refinery, is to transform scrap gold into investment gold. Some other refineries process primary gold, which we don't, and this is a strategic decision. All of the refineries have the same task, to provide investment bars to the public, to investors, and currently we are facing a big challenge to provide as many bars to the market as the customer or investor needs. So we are facing heavy increase in demand. That's not only from central banks, that's also from investors. For sure, this portion is way smaller, but still, as we are serving investors primarily, we are facing heavy demand increase. Therefore, as we've also discussed in the panel discussion and we've seen in Jörg's presentation, a refinery's biggest task is to provide liquidity to the investors. And we ensure trading all around the globe. And gold is an asset which has thrilling people since 5,000 years, and this is going to continue also. Despite the fact there will be some new investment forms, there will be digital currencies, there is Bitcoin, but still gold has its spot and should be in every portfolio. As a result, we have to fulfill a big responsibility. We have to take care that we produce best quality products, we take into account the sustainability, and we also take into account that human rights are being treated appropriately throughout the whole supply chain. Definitely, we have to ensure highest standards in gold refining. All refineries have to take into account that there are strict refining and quality control processes. We have several audits per year in order to keep up high quality, to prove that we are having the standards in place. Also compliance with ethical sourcing and international regulations. As we are going also international, we have to take into account the whole supply chain, which is challenging, but this is necessary in order to ensure a smooth process. Also, it's our task to take measures to prevent counterfeit in a broader sense, refining. And now I would like to highlight our company history. We started 180 years ago as a recycling or as a scrap company. So our main task was to deliver semi-finished products to jewelries, and we got back scrap from them. So this was a small circle, but it was a first circle. Then we increased it, so there was also industrial scrap, and at the end we also recycle electronic waste. What we see is that recycling process, in comparison to primary gold, reduces the CO2 footprint. We are using less resources than going to the primary gold. Going to the soil has a lot of chemical and also resource wasting resources. If you want to go into the soil to get some mined gold, you have to use 1 ton of material in order to get 3 to 4 grams of fine gold. So the effort is huge in order to do so. That's why the strategy, which is based on our company size, on our origin, is based on recycling. And this portion will grow because the amount of gold which is in the soil is getting less as the demand is high. So we have to meet this demand, and this is going to be done also by primary gold. We've seen the chart from Jörg, so this portion is huge. But we, on the other hand, we also have the figures that the portion of recycling is also increasing. It's quite logical because of this. So 28% of the global gold supply accounts for recycled materials. Yeah, Tomislav, you said Novi-milenij quite well, but it's very hard to pronounce this company name. That's why we are moving international. That's why we are now becoming HM Precious Metals. We have established more and more circles. So in the meanwhile, we are a leading group of international precious metal businesses. By having so many products and services in place our customers are using. As I said, we are a full service provider and we try to keep up this innovation process to strengthen our field of businesses. By having over 1,000 employees at 7 locations in Europe, and as already been told, we are the oldest gold and silver refinery in Germany, which makes us very proud. Established 1845, and we are among Europe's oldest and well-known precious metal refiners. We are also known for our innovation processes which we had. All the circles we started, semi-finished products, chemical industry, dental products, we try to keep them and try to innovate the process, be more efficient, and give the best customer service we can do. Since more than 10 years, we are also LBMA certified. I would like to highlight this point because I would like to recommend, to advise all investors to only buy LBMA certified bars, because this has a common standard. All the refineries have to take into account that doesn't only mean that it's 4-9 gold bars. It also means that the sourcing is made accordingly, that human rights are being treated well. So this is very important in your investor's decision. We are also doing our task by advanced refining technologies, production technologies. We increased our capacity by more than 50% over the last years to meet this demand. And we have to be more efficient in the future as well. What we also do is expanding our portfolio as well as our company size. Therefore,
we have been living our passion for precious metals with great success. With more and
I can also tell you what you could have seen in the video. We are transforming from a scrap business to an end-to-end customer business, having closed the missing puzzle piece by having now acquired several companies in the coin minting divisions, which have made us more stronger on the market. We would like to use synergies, and this is true for all refiners. They have to use synergies, even if they're big to compete worldwide. It's important to use resources well. And as a matter of fact, I would like to demonstrate on this slide our product portfolio, which starts basic is precious metal refining and semi-finished products as our first cycle, I would call it. But nowadays, all our recycled gold is going into investment bars. As the demand is so high, we also have to invest in this field. But I would also like to highlight all our other pillars. So electroplating chemicals, I mentioned briefly. This is also a part which is important. Surface technology. We are also in producing like sheets for the automotive, for the solar industries. So also quite important for us. We are long established in the dental industry. So we are also producing dental alloys back in the past. Yeah, for sure. As the price is now with 92 euros, there are a lot of substitute products. So this market is diminishing, but still we changed the market in that case so that we are now also in this field. But the main reason why I'm here is to talk about the investment bars. We also faced a journey here. So back in the years, the classical casted bars were the most popular bars. In the last years, we moved to the stamped bars, to the minted bars, by having our, as I mentioned, best-selling product as a 1 gram bar. Why did we do that? Because there used to be the combi bars, which is a sheet where you can crack out 1 gram bars. Seems good as a good product, but it appears to be that it's not perfect. Because if you crack the bar, the sheet, you are not able to make it 100% perfect. That's why our approach was, we have to look for something which makes investors happy, but also institutions, dealerships who buy back the material. Because telling a customer, okay, this is not a 1 gram bar we can accept, for us it's like scrap, is not very good. So that's why when we invented advanced technology in order to produce 1 gram bar in a big amount and very cost efficient. That's why you can see here on the slide various packaging stuff. So like in 250 by 1, 100 by 1. And it appears to be that this is one of our best products. And then we also invented the 1 gram steel bar, as I mentioned. This, in my opinion, as Sasha also said, is necessary to have it in your portfolio, also for as a pension to be liquid. How do we pay back the trust? So we are a member of the LBMA family since 2014. We are obliged and we try to make our process as less or as most sustainable as possible. Losing less resources is very hard because we are working in the precious metal industry, so therefore we have to invest a lot of electricity, obviously, and this makes it hard, but we have to take the resources carefully. Also, we are a member of the RJC, and this is primarily for taking the human rights into account and the whole supply chain by doing so. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Janik. Hvala Janik naravno na ovoj zanimljivoj prezentaciji. A sada vas pozivamo na jednu kratku kavu i kratko druženje. To će biti, molim vas da se za negdje 25 minuta vratite svi, jer tada nam počinje zapravo, nastavlja se radni dio konferencije, nastavlja se radni dio s okruglim stolom koji smo nazvali Globalna ekonomija do 2030. Kamo idemo. Biće nam gosti svi naši najistaknutiji ekonomski analitičari, pa molim vas dođete. Točno u 12 ćemo početi razgovarati, 12 sati nakon objave najvažnijih kaznenih carina i mjera koje je predsjednik Trump objavio prije točno 12 sati. Zato molim vas budite točni i u 12 se vidimo ponovo ovdje.